This is my 2000 Mustang GT, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to lower it from this to this. That looks crazy. Let me show you guys YouTube. We're going to be doing that by going ahead and cutting off the springs on the back and the front. These Mustangs have a cool truck style suspension, and they have these springs on both the front and the back. So we're just going to be removing the springs at first just to get it super low, just to show you guys what it looks like with maxed out lowered springs, aka no springs. And then we're going to go ahead and cut 2 springs off, probably on the rears, and then probably 2 as well on the front, just to get it even, just to show you guys what it looks like with the cut springs. And then later on in the video, I have a set of coilovers coming in from MaxSpeedingRods. We're going to be installing those, setting up our ride height and stuff like that. Pretty much showing you guys how you can cut your springs for free, how you can lower your car for free, and then a little bit more of a budget-friendly option, just to get the perfect ride height and stuff, because this is my drift car, and I'm going to be taking it to drift events, learning how to drift with it, installing all of the necessary equipment for drifting, like a fire extinguisher, possibly a cage. I think you need one of those. And then a bunch of other safety features you need, including, I don't think this is really safety, but we're going to be adding a drift brake, stuff like that. And we're also going to be swapping this from an automatic to a manual. So stay tuned for that. But let's get back into the video. I'm going to show you guys how to cut off the springs. And to do that, you really need to jack up the car. So I'm going to be using this car jack right here. Excuse all the mess. Hello, dog. And then we're going to be going ahead and raising up the rear differential, setting the car on the frame, setting the frame on these custom little wooden blocks that I've made here, just so that we can have full access around the rear. Then I'll show you guys everything else that I'm doing. Now I know that ChrisFix has already done a similar type of video, and I'll link it down below for the coilover install. I think he also has one for the front springs as well. So I'm pretty much going to be following that, but one of the very first steps, of course, is to go ahead and lift up the car. We got the blocks right there, and then I recommend putting 2 pieces of wood in front of the front tires right over there, just so that when you have the car lifted up, it doesn't go ahead and roll on you, because the parking brake and the transmission and all that, you know, you never know. So just go ahead and set some wood there. And we got the car jack over there. We're gonna go ahead and raise it up and set the frame on those wooden blocks right over there, one on each side. Shouldn't be too difficult. If I did this right, nothing should break. We have a new addition as a ping pong table, just to kind of have a little bit of shade for all of the tools. But you can see right here, we already removed the wheel. We have one more lug nut actually right here, and I just found out that the previous owner put spacers on there. So I don't know if we're going to be keeping those. We're probably going to be taking them out just so the wheel fits a little bit closer inside of this wheel well, especially when we drop it all the way to the ground and completely slam this thing. That is disgusting. Oh, you filming? Yeah, I mean. Bet. Okay, so I just took the tire off right here, obviously, and there's another spacer, so I have to spend double the time taking off these lug nuts. Nice, those are for sit. Nice. Okay. Four. Mike.
What?
Pressing it?
Oh yeah.
Ready? Perfect. Thank you.
You good?
Yeah.
So the tires for the new Edge actually just came in while we are in the middle of taking off the first wheel to cut the springs.
Yeah. Just gotta take a picture of them.
Okay.
Gotcha. Thank you very much.
And there they are.
245s though.
245s.
They'll fit, blend in real nicely with the American Muscle Lift.
Oh yeah.
Like I was just explaining, you have to remove the coilover from the rear of the trunk. You have to remove some of the panels over there. ChrisFix's video shows all of that. But it's just a 15mm bolt. The coilover should pop out, just like it should be right over here. Come on, come on. Not a coilover, sorry, the strut, whatever it's called. See, it's popped out right here, and this will let me drop it enough space. And now that spring, if we pry it off, we should be able to get the spring off. Try to get that spring out like this. It might not work. We might just cut the spring on there. And if it explodes, good content. Yeah. What's up? Should I stand? Can't tell. We got the spring out. Now we're supposed to cut like 2 coils off of this so it'll lower really nicely, but I'm just gonna put the tire back on and lower it without any spring and see just how low it'll go. You know what I'm saying? So we got both springs out. As you can see, they're sitting right there. And now the Mustang is ready to be, oh, say what's up to Mike's Live, everybody. Go join him on carbon.ss. Whew. I'm about to die, brother. Hold on, you two, hold on. We removed this piece right here. We removed this. And we removed that spring out of there. So I don't know why it's not zooming in. I guess it's too bright outside, huh? So now we're about to lower it even more and then put the tires back on and see just how low we got the car. Went ahead and put the strut back all the way up in there, and we removed this little thingy. It's just kind of out of the way. We're gonna go ahead and put the tire on, and when we lower it, since there's no spring, this thing should bottom out and look absolutely crazy, especially with the Carolina lean. So let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna go ahead and put both tires back on, and let's see what it looks like completely lowered. No spring at all. Oh my goodness, you can already see how low it's gonna be. Let me move this table out of the way. This is no spring, no coilovers, nothing. This is just low. So,
And here we go. Let's see how low it is.
Is it low?
Yeah, it's pretty low.
Well, now that we officially have the monster truck status, in the front still there, but in the rear completely gone. Look at this thing. Look how flush it's sitting. It is literally no springs at all. Where are the springs at? Look at the springs. Springs are right here, completely removed. This thing is squatted low, low, low. Now all I have to do is remove the springs on the front, but I don't think I can get the car out of the floor, so I'm probably just gonna do the rears for now. And then later on in the video, I'll do the fronts once the coilovers for MaxSpeedingRods come in. So this is what it looks like with no springs. Obviously you wanna have some form of springs, otherwise your ride height's gonna be horrible and you're probably gonna be destroying a couple things. So these are the stock springs that we cut out of it. We didn't cut them, but we're about to cut them soon. Pretty much gonna be taking 2 coils here, basically cutting it right over here, and that should give us enough ride height to mimic exactly what is going on, but still have some type of spring and have it sit maybe a 1/4 of an inch taller than it is right now, because this is really, really low, and it probably drives horrible. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how it's gonna ride currently.
But it looks darn good. Looks darn tootin', brother. Now, if we had the front slam too, I don't know how I'm gonna get the car back up. Luckily, we have that jack stand right there, so as soon as the coilovers come in, this car is going to get lifted, and the next clip in this video should be either us driving this car or the coilovers coming in from the mail. Here we go.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Look, yeah, we just restarted. We got 100 people in here. Damn. What's up, everyone? We're gonna get some brake bomb. I'll show you guys. Yeah, that's crazy.
We're going to install this strut in the back, and then obviously install the spring. This is the spring perch that it's sitting on. It's fully all the way down because I want the lowest ride height possible, even if it rubs, because I'm getting new tires. So we just slap this in where we took the old spring out, and we put this in the strut. I already took it all out, so once I lower the jack, it should lower pretty far. Let's see. So this is the spring. I've already gone ahead and maxed it out pretty much as far as it'll go. It shouldn't completely bottom out because we do have the coilover, but we're about to find out. So right into here. Oh. And just reuse the old spring perch here, nothing crazy. Just to kind of protect the metal, even though this is completely worn out. That'll slide in just like that. But because it is a little bit too low, we can't go ahead and finish it off. We got this little spring right here. I hope it's a 15mm. Let's go ahead and break it for the strut. Oh, it is nice. Really simple stuff. We're just undoing the strut here so we can slide in the new one from MaxSpeedingRods, the T7 series. And there we go. We got the stock strut. As you can see, it's pretty much just blown out. Disgusting. So now that we have the new one for MaxSpeedingRods, really simple stuff. We just unscrew this top bolt here. Thank you. Something about this strut is to remove this little top cap here, you do need a very small Allen key. Like very small, I just use an H1.5, so just a hexagon, and it worked. Pretty much just make sure that set screw is gone, and that allows you to slide these other pieces out and actually slide it through the trunk. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do now. We set this at, we set it right here. I think I have to actually seat it. I don't know how these work, the instructions don't tell me. So now we got the coilovers fully installed. Actually, just kidding, we have to go screw them up top. But you can see we got the spring right there, got the strut right there. We got rid of the little dampener here. We don't need it anymore. Now all we gotta do is tighten it up and see what the ride height is on this side, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side as well real quick. It doesn't take that long once you do it once. All I gotta do now is put the wheels back on and we're good to go. So let's go ahead and do that. Drop this thing and see.
Now John's gonna drop it and that is the ride height.
Bro, look at this. This is like maybe a foot of gap. You can see the whole garbage wrap job underneath. That's rubbing for sure. Should we do a little Bernie?
Yeah.
I think we should do a little Bernie. We're gonna at least move the car because it hasn't moved, so there might be some like. This thing is literally squatted. You can see. Look at the front. I can't wait to get the front coilovers on and completely slam this thing all the way to the floor. And we got the new wheels and tires coming on that'll fit real nice. I made sure that they were perfect fitment wise. And then we're off to send this thing to get paint. This thing's gonna look absolutely crazy with the paint. We went ahead and finished up the coilovers, installing the MaxSpeedingRods Coilovers, at least on the back. I thought about ending the video here and doing a part 2, but I'm actually just gonna wait and install the fronts as well, just to give you guys a full tutorial on the video. Make this kind of a little bit longer of a video, but you can see the back is completely squatted and the front is way too tall. So the next clip you're about to see is me actually installing the front coilovers. So it's probably gonna be a couple of days. It's been about a week. We got the front coilovers right over here from MaxSpeedingRods. All we gotta do now is jack up the Mustang, take off the wheel, and basically take off the old coilover / strut and replace it with this new one. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, but first I gotta take off this wheel and get the Mustang jacked up, which it kind of already is. Check the rest of the car. And there's that front wheel. Pretty sure the next step here is to remove the brake caliper so that it doesn't hang when this inevitably goes down. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Taking out the rotor. The next step here, we're gonna be removing the strut. We already removed the rotor, all of that stuff. We're gonna be using a 21mm socket. This thing is heavy and I don't know if I have enough of an extension bar to go ahead and break this loose, but I'm gonna go ahead and try. Here we go. Oh. That was honestly really easy. I was expecting this to be much harder. I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Maybe I'm just really strong.
No, so a drop of sweat went like in my eye, my left eye, but it went in this corner.
For me?
No, for me.
Oh shoot.
It dropped into my eye, and then it went like behind my eye. So like I was like squinting, I could feel like coldness.
Oh, nice!
Oh, it feels so much better now. No, because I hate when shit gets in my eyes.
Of course it's spinning. Why wouldn't it not spin? Got both of the strut bolts out, and now if I release this, hopefully it doesn't blow up my camera. Alright, yep, that does nothing. So strut. Probably should have removed the steering angle thing, but I don't really care. Now that we got everything unbuttoned from there, you can kind of see the strut is just kind of removed and hanging off. We're gonna go ahead and hit 15, 15, 15. We're gonna go ahead and hit this 15mm, 15, 15. I don't have the special socket that goes on there, or a wrench and a screwdriver, so I'm just gonna drop off the entire thing because it really doesn't matter. So here's that old ass strut. You can see we removed the old strut. It is an absolute mess. The one is empty up here. Now we should be able to slide everything in, just kind of reverse, and I do have to try to get that spring out. So that's gonna be a little bit of a pain because of that tie rod connecting to the strut support. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to do that and come back in a second. Oh my goodness. Just like that. Now we've got everything installed. I'm gonna go ahead and move the tire this way with the steering wheel just so it's flush, and we're gonna see just how much drop it gives us. Keep in mind the other coilover is still on. Yep, I've got it maxed out. Nice. And now we're over at Night Shift Performance. We got the Mustang up on a car lift. Should make adjusting the height of the tires a little bit easier now that we have a car lift. And we got a couple problems we got to fix, but hopefully those will get sorted out. So here we go. So now that we got the coilovers all the way installed, all the way settled, all this, it drives amazing, honestly. Like, I'm not even joking just to hype this up for the sponsor. I actually drove it out on the street and it was like smooth. A few noises here and there, but I'm sure I have something hitting my steering rack, and it's not the coilover, it's something else. But the quality of the drive was so much fun. I honestly missed driving this car, and just driving it out on the street and having a lot of fun with it was honestly a lot of fun. So just to recap, we went ahead and put the American Muscle sponsored wheels on here. They're really nice. We got some 245s on here. They're brand new tires, but I got the cheapest ones because this is supposed to be a drift build, but now it's like a stancy, ridiculously nice build. You can see right here, we got the coilover all the way installed. We maxed this thing out. You can see the spring right here. Oh, yep, there we go. That probably shouldn't be like that, but I wanted this as low as possible, so I went against the recommended procedures and just slammed it all the way, including in the back here. Let's go ahead and show you guys the rear. Right there, the strut, and then you have the spring kind of in the back. You can see it right there. Those are also pretty much bottomed all the way out. And that's just so we can get the best fitment possible. I know you guys have been anticipating a final reveal, and here it is. We've waited the entire video. It's been about 2 weeks, honestly, and we've gotten everything pretty much settled down, and let's check it out. Whoa! You got a drill! We're installing a flame kit right now, if you guys couldn't tell, but this is the fitment on the front. It's slightly at a hill, and we're leaking something. Probably AC. But this thing fits freaking beautiful, especially on the front. The rear, just even better. We're welding the gas tank. But look at this side over here. This side of the fitment, pretty darn good. It is a little slanted because we're on a hill, but right here, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I love, the new edges. This thing just looks so menacing and mean. Look at this thing. It's literally a rocket. It's very slow. It's a very slow rocket. We have the mismatched headlights right now because we're waiting on a certain bracket for the aftermarket headlights. Dude, this car is absolutely beautiful. And I'm super glad that MaxSpeedingRods sent over the T7 coilovers. They're very nice. They honestly ride pretty good. I just have them super, super low, so it is still uncomfortable because going over speed bumps, going over potholes, anything like that, not fun. We're in the middle of installing a flame kit. I will show you guys how to do that probably in a future video. 99 to 04, by the way, if you guys are interested, it is the white and the blue wire coming off the ignition. A lot of people don't know that. It took me forever to find that information, but yeah, I'm super excited. We got the flame kit, we're gonna be installing that, but anyways, let's go ahead and cut over to the next clip. And because honestly, it drives really crazy, really nice, even with all the springs kind of loose. So overall, a lot of fun. I really do enjoy the MaxSpeedingRods T7 series. If you guys want to go ahead and pick some up, go ahead and check out the link in my bio. They're really high quality. Honestly, very impressed with the quality of these. And I'm going to put them to the test as soon as this drift build gets all the way finished up. We can actually take it drifting out over at OSW in Orlando. And that's going to be even more fun. Now we're going and doing some long tube headers on this thing, so stay tuned for that video. And thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Go ahead and leave any comments down below if you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, hate, love, all that. Just go ahead and drop it in the comments. I'll be replying to every single comment at least for the next 3 months. I get every notification. I'm on my phone 24/7, aren't we all? So I really do appreciate y'all for watching. If you do enjoy this video, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for a lot more stuff coming. We already did a ridiculous amount to this new engine. We've only had it for a month. So imagine if I had more money and more time. So anyways, I really do appreciate y'all. Leave a subscribe. Go ahead and check out this video, one of the videos that are showing up in the end cards right here. And share this video with your mom. Just why not? I want to get some more of those on my channel. I'm trying to broaden the viewer base. So anyways, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, and peace out.